over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Hello, and welcome to BOIImpact, where we showcase how the Bank of Industry is powering innovation, enterprise, and sustainable development across Nigeria. I'm Elo Odibo-Madaki. In this episode, we continue our focus on climate and sustainability by spotlighting one of BOI's remarkable beneficiaries, Jos Farming and Processing Limited, a visionary agribusiness shaping the future of food production in Nigeria. Founded in 2014, Jos is more than just a tomato processor. It's a climate-smart solution to some of Nigeria's most pressing agricultural challenges. By processing tomatoes close to its source, the company significantly reduces post-harvest losses, cutting down waste and the greenhouse emissions associated with spoilage. Jos's impact also goes beyond production. They actively train smallholder farmers in sustainable practices, thereby enriching local knowledge and improving soil health while promoting long-term environmental stewardship. Nigeria, Africa's largest tomato producer, loses 40 to 50% of its 1.8 to 2.5 million metric tons of tomatoes annually, worth 50 to 80 billion naira, due to poor processing and infrastructure. Recognizing the strategic importance of this mission, the Bank of Industry provided critical support to Jos, facilitating the acquisition of modern processing equipment and offering a working capital loan for raw material procurement. BOI's funding of Jos's processing operations helps in reducing waste, increase import substitution, and strengthen Nigeria's overall food security. Currently, Jos employs over 200 direct staff and more than 500 indirect workers, with plans to grow that number to over 1,300, reinforcing its role as a key driver of rural employment and inclusive growth. Jos Farming and Processing Limited was incorporated in November 2014 with a bold mission to create a middle class in rural Nigeria by harnessing the power of local production for local consumption. At the heart of its model is a commitment to sourcing from smallholder farmers, creating a value chain that is both inclusive and sustainable. CEO and Managing Director Mira Mbeta shares more on the vision behind the brand.
We take the tomatoes, turn them into tomato paste, and then make our retail products, which is this original tomato Jos, the sachet, and also Pepedem, our new tomato pepper onion product. So in a nutshell, that's what we do. We support farmers to grow tomatoes for us. We process those tomatoes in our factory here in Kaduna, and then we make retail products for everyday Nigerian consumers. Our farmer engagement is quite high touch and very intensive. We realized very quickly into the start of Tomato Jos that farmers need much more than simply the fertilizer or the seed to be successful. They need education, they need irrigation as a service, especially with tomatoes. They need a lot of support around pest management and weeding and all the different kinds of things that it takes to be a successful farmer. So over time, we've developed a very comprehensive package of goods and services. We support the farmers from before they even plant their first seedling all the way through to the end of the harvest. And we even include things like health insurance now as a wraparound service for the farmers to make sure that they're healthy, whether they're in the field or at their homes. The cumulative farmer engagement is over 10,000 farmers at this point. On an annual yearly basis, we engage at least 1,000 farmers in our rainy season program, where we support them to grow either maize or soy. And in the dry season, we support an additional 340 to 350 farmers. So it's quite extensive. And farmers that work with us increase their family incomes 3 to 4 times, so 300% to 400% more than what they would be doing if they didn't work with Tomato Jos. It's a big impact that we're having on these families. So we do offtake all the products at the end of the day. For the tomatoes, the whole purpose is that we're trying to make farmers profitable, and then we're also trying to make a product that can compete with imported tomato paste that's coming in from other countries. I believe that Nigerians deserve local, high-quality products made in Nigeria with Nigerian tomatoes. And so it's very important for us, and for that reason, we buy everything the farmer can produce.
Through its outgrower program, Tomato Jos is empowering smallholder farmers by improving access to essential farming inputs, training, and a guaranteed market.
One of the basic things we do is to change the livelihood of the farmers. We recruit these farmers, most especially the ones in the rural areas. Here, we give them farm, we give them inputs, we train them, we supervise them. After that, they pay back the loan, and with the gain they have, they use it to improve their livelihood. When we give them the inputs in form of loan, and after the harvest and everything, we take back the yield that covers the loan. Then the remaining one, they go with it. But at times, we buy from them. If we want to take it from them, we do that. Previous years, we've engaged more than 1,000 farmers, 3,000 farmers. We deal with so many farmers.
I started farming 4 years ago. I learned from one of my friends, the Serki of Maraba, that Tomato Jos is making impact on the farmers. So we should, I and him, let us come and have a try and see what is going on. From then to now, I've seen a lot, because right now I'm trying to establish a small poultry farm from what I'm getting from the TJ here, of which you see it has improved my livelihood.
At the heart of Tomato Jos's operations is its state-of-the-art processing facility. Victor Garuba, General Manager of the Processing Unit, takes us inside the production line to explain how farm-fresh tomatoes are transformed into premium paste.
This is a packaged food division where we process and package tomato and tomato-related products. Our installed capacity is 84 tons per day, and our tomato fresh operation starts by receiving fruit from the farming team, and after receiving the fruit from the farming team, we take them to the weighing station, which is the weighing bridge, take the weight of the fruits, convey the fruit down to the production floor, where we assemble them for quality checks, and after certification from the quality team, we start the operation of processing by washing. So we take the fruit to the flume station, we load it into the flume station, put in water, and the water tried by agitation so that all the microbial load can be removed, wash it, and after washing, we bring it down to the sorting table, where we position our staff for sorting. They remove all the leaves, any other material that is not tomato related, and after that, crushing takes place. Crushing means to grind the tomato into liquid, and after that sorting, I think we blanch it. Blanching means we heat it up to around 65 to 70 to 75 degrees centigrade, where we activate the enzyme and to select the temperature for the end product which we are expecting. After the blanching, the fruit moved to a station where the skin and the seed are removed from the juice. So after removing the fruit, the skin and the seed from the juice, they move to the evaporation station. In evaporation means where we expel the water from the tomato, grounded tomato, so to achieve the viscosity of 36 or 27 bricks. So when we achieve that, the concentrate is now transferred to concentrate tank, where gradually we take the quantity that is matching our recipe. So from there we take the quantity of tomato to bowls, where we make a batch. And after making a batch, there are other ingredients, salts and soya fiber that are added to the tomato. And when the batch is certified by the quality assurance team, we transfer the product to pasteurizer storage tank, where the product is ready for pasteurization. And pasteurization is another piece of equipment where you pasteurize and you kill the germs that can cause disease to the consumers of this tomato. So after pasteurization, the tomato moves straight to the filling machine. The tomato is also packaged hot, around 88 degrees centigrade, and then after packaging, it moves through the cooling tunnel. Cooling tunnel is a process where there is shower water that is chilled, that will drop the temperature of the tomato down to like 35 to 40 degrees. And if the temperature drops to like 35 to 40 degrees, it makes the color stable for a very long time for the shelf life period. And people in packaging section will package 50 pieces of tomato into a carton. And 300 carton is arranged in a pallet by our standard. And after that, we move the product from the production floor to the finished goods warehouse. In the finished goods warehouse, the product is expected to stay for a period of 14 days for quarantine, so that all parameters, product can be stable. If we have any issue with bloating, quality, color change, taste change, our quality team will be able to analyze and before releasing the product to the sales and distribution team.
With the strategic support from the Bank of Industry, Tomato Jos is now poised to expand its product range from tomato paste to a variety of packaged tomato-based goods, further deepening its impact in Nigeria's agri-food sector.
Currently, we can make about 3 million cartons per year of tomato products, of the tomato mix. We are looking to expand into other products, into other pack sizes. We've seen, for example, that restaurants and kitchens don't want to be cutting 20 sachets at a time when they're making, for a larger party or something like that. So we're looking at additional pack sizes, additional product flavors, etc. as we continue to grow. So Pepedem is a new product. We're really excited about it. We really took our time to get the quality right and make sure that this is meeting what consumers need. What we've noticed with the original Tomato Jos product is that it's a very good product. People love the taste, especially. They say there's no sour taste. It tastes very fresh, just like you've put tomato inside and nothing else. But with Pepedem, so we realized that we can help consumers out by putting the onion and the pepper, combining it with the tomatoes already, so that by the time they're ready to make their rice or make their noodles or anything like that, everything they need is already inside one sachet. It's just for them to squeeze out the sachet, add it to their rice or their noodles or their pasta, and have a complete flavorful meal. So we really did a lot of consumer testing. We wanted to make sure that the balance of flavors was there, that when you open this thing, you get that pepperish taste, but that the onion and the sweetness of the onion also comes through. So it took us about 3 or 4 times of consumer testing to really be confident that this is something that the Nigerian target audience wants and will embrace. We have been in conversation with Bank of Industry. They're a long-standing partner, and we've had long discussions with Bank of Industry about essentially the primary production. People think primary production farming, it's very risky, and of course it is, but at the same time, if you build a $10 million factory, a $20 million factory, and you don't have the raw material to push through that factory, the factory will sit idle. And so you have to do these things hand in hand, The factory must have a strong supply chain. The farmers must have a guaranteed market and a fair price. Then, if you have that harmoniously together and you can coordinate those activities, everybody can make money. So I think that there are large opportunities for us to continue to grow our own brand, our own business, and then even supply our competitors. Why not? We are here to stay. We're very grateful for the support of, Bank of Industry, our commercial banks, the Kaduna State government, the federal government. It's an ecosystem. We're a player in that system, and we're here to stay.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
In our second year, I think that was when BOI came to our rescue with the huge facility that they gave us, which really helped in improving our capacity, thereby production-wise too. It's a 3-in-1 company because we do sacks. We have a sacks line, which we produce about 70 bales per day. We have the mat production department, which we produce about 270 bales per day, and then the recycling aspect of it. Our staff strength this year, it's quite high because we started with about 60 people only, but thank God now we're about 250. We're expecting our staff growth maybe to get up to 400.
Welcome back. Turning waste into wealth and climate risks into resilience is at the heart of industrial sustainability. For the Bank of Industry, advancing United Nations Sustainable Development Goal SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, and SDG 13, climate action, is strategic. The SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, is the engine driving recycling and smarter resource use, which propels SDG 13, climate action, as less waste and more reuses means fewer emissions and a healthier planet. In line with this, BOI is committed to financing Nigeria's transition to a low-carbon, resource-smart industrial economy. At the bank, sustainability is becoming an everyday practice. From office-wide recycling systems to low-waste policies, BOI is actively reducing its environmental footprint one action at a time. Recently, the bank launched the Rethink Waste Recycle Right initiative, which underscores dedication to reducing our carbon footprint by encouraging responsible waste management. It supports the transition to a circular economy and aligns with our contributions to UN Sustainable Development Goal 12 and 13. As part of our climate action agenda, in September 2024, the bank launched BOI Grows Green, Planting Trees for the Future, a bold initiative to plant 1,000 trees across Lagos State, and a small step with a great impact. To better understand how this partnership aligns with Nigeria's climate and sustainability goals, we spoke with the Group Head of Climate Finance and Sustainability at the Bank of Industry.
We've undertaken a couple of institutional and internal reforms when it comes to sustainability at all levels. For instance, we recently established a dedicated desk called Climate Finance and Sustainability Group. What we do there is to we're just responsible for project screening and pipeline development to generate deals across any project that has climate resilient nature, and design some other climate finance financial product to be able to process and deploy and mobilize those funding to such project. That's what we do. There are a couple of other initiatives. If you look at our transportation system, our staff bus, we've converted all of them to electric. So it's just basically like walking the talk. We've done some things around our waste management system across the nation. We're also trying to work on energy access when it comes to sustainability in terms of solar, So there's a couple of other initiatives that we are mainstreaming into our procedures and processes. We are deploying greenhouse accounting into so that we can basically just capture when it comes to environmental impact in our operations. So we've done quite a lot. We're also strengthening our ESG system and also ensuring that due diligence into our credit process, it aligns to the framework with global best practices.
The bank's Managing Director and CEO, Dr. Olashupa Olusi, captures the essence of this movement. At BOI, our commitment to environmental sustainability is unwavering, and I'm proud to announce the official implementation of our revamped waste management system across BOI offices nationwide. This initiative represents more than just the installation of recycle bins. It is the beginning of a cultural shift towards more mindful and sustainable waste practices. At BOI, we finance circular economy models where recycling slashes waste and emissions. We back green manufacturing, energy efficiency upgrades, and climate-smart infrastructure across various industries. Together, we're not just building industries, we're growing a sustainable future. To learn more about BOI's wide range of support services, visit any of our offices nationwide or log on to www.boi.ng. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms for the latest updates. To rewatch this episode or catch up on past editions, simply search Bank of Industry Limited Nigeria on YouTube. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories that empower change and drive sustainable growth. Until next time, I'm Elo Odibo-Madaki. Keep innovating, keep impacting.